How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video my opponent was undefeated in ranked seasons, so let's go ahead and get right into it. To start off the video, I'm going to be hopping into some highlights from a few other games. I was still having the blue screen error issue where I receive a blue screen error message. Now, I've done a couple different things, and I really feel that I've fixed it. I've been able to recently play 3 games in a row successfully, all 9 innings, and that's almost as many as I've been able to play the entire year. So with that said, I appreciate all of the suggestions. Thank you for letting me know to rebuild my database. Thank you for telling me to uninstall the game, re-download it. I appreciate everybody's comments, and I am always trying to respond to those comments. I've been extremely busy finishing up the end of the school year with my teaching position. But with that said, here we're going deep with Mike Trout. A couple of these swings are contact swings. Keep in mind the size of the PCI. It will actually increase at the point of contact while using a contact swing. With that said, this opponent robs me of an extra base hit from Jorge Posada. Jorge Posada has been one of my best hitters in my entire lineup. I have a lot of 99 overall players. Jorge Posada is playing up to a 93. He is paralleled to that 4th tier, and that card is really good. I think that he's still the best catcher. I know we're going to get a lot of legends and future stars with this upcoming Stage 2 Team Affinity. They have confirmed that, so we will probably make some new additions to the team once those come out this upcoming Friday. But I really like the squad that I'm using right now. This team feels like an endgame team to me, and because I've had these blue screen error messages, it's been very difficult for me to debut certain players, especially pitchers, especially closing pitchers. Just because I won't always have the opportunity to bring them in a realistic situation. With that said, here Mike Trout is going deep. This is going to make it a 3-2 game. This opponent was pretty good, battling a little bit. Also had, you know, Twitch in his name. I didn't necessarily look up his Twitch account, but I'm sure he's streaming the game at some point. This guy could definitely swing it a little bit. Solid game all around. We have 4-3 here in the bottom of the 5th. 99 speed on first base. I'm looking to go with a hit and run. I felt like that was a pretty good pitch to try that 1-1 count. He's probably looking to attack the strike zone, and we end up with another contact swing home run from Mike Trout. His second one of the ball game. Now we have an opportunity to get another hit and run going. 3-2 count with David Ortiz on first base. This clip kind of lagged a little bit, glitched out, but it is going to result in a triple. Looking to manufacture in that run from third base. We have an 8-3 ball game. Bottom of the 6th, we're going with Fernando Tatis as a pinch hitter for our pitcher. This late in the game, I'm really looking to try and get the mercy rule. I think that we're within striking distance. Obviously, I got out a couple times. We have 2 down in the inning, but Mike Trout is going deep with a no-doubter. PCI not even on the baseball. Another contact swing home run, his 3rd one of the game. We are giving up a 3-run shot of our own. This is exactly why I went to a couple bench bats and really tried to consistently score some runs late in that ball game. I knew that that opponent was not going to go down without a fight, and I ended up disconnecting from that previous game, but we have been able to resolve that issue, so I'm not going to talk about that as much. I know that it has affected my experience with some content. It's affected my experience with the game in general this year, but now that I am able to finish these games, I'm really going to try and make it to World Series. Obviously, that was what was kind of keeping me from continuing on in my rating points and ranking up through the divisions. But here we have a 3-1 lead already. Jorge Posada goes deep. That card is insane. He seems to hit a home run every single game. He's also probably the catcher I see the most when I'm going up against other opponents. I see Adley Rutschman and Posada, really, and that's mainly it in terms of catchers right now. I know that SDS just recently revealed Johnny Bench on their Twitter. Hopefully he has a much better swing in this year's game, because that card should be pretty effective. We'll most likely have diamond defense and a cannon for an arm. But here we have Babe Ruth coming in off the bench, trying to use him on the mound as well. If we're able to score another run here, we will have a 6-run lead, and we will be able to use him. But with that said, this is the following inning, so we were unable to kind of make that happen in this game. We had to go to a bench bat, but that opponent ended up quitting out of that last one anyway. But so far throughout this video, I've been able to get a couple wins. We also had a few L's so far, but we will be matching up with an opponent with an undefeated record upcoming here. But really, I'm just trying to get back to the Hall of Fame difficulty. I really like playing this game on Hall of Fame. I think it's challenging. The pitch speeds are a lot better. The timing window is a lot better. You don't give up as many of these kinds of hits, right? This is definitely a ship it home run. Way under it with Jackie Robinson. He does have the high contact attribute and the high vision, which helps. But look at this swing right here. I mean, lower contact, PCI is almost more on the baseball. Different type of swing, different player in general. He botches it out there in center field. I have no idea what just happened. Maybe he accidentally hit his controller off of his desk. Maybe he hit it off of his leg. I do not know, but we are trying to capitalize on some runs there. And then Ronald Acuna hits another one. Back-to-back home runs. The previous one, of course, was an inside the Parker. But that counts. That counts as a home run. I'll take the parallel XP, and here we go. This opponent is 19-0, undefeated in ranked seasons, and he has Fernando Valenzuela on the mound. This card is very good. He has a screwball. He has an even slower circle changeup. His fastball really comes in looking like 110 miles per hour because of the screwball, curveball, changeup combination. But Jackie Robinson with the contact swing getting us on the board first. In the top of the third inning. Had a couple rough innings to lead off this one. Was in a little bit of a slump as well. I actually got shut out in a game of ranked seasons playing at Petco Park. And that was just a terrible experience for me. I had a lot of opportunities to score, and I did not hit with runners in scoring position. So I'm trying to make an adjustment. Here we're going with the hit and run. Mike Trout is lost on the base paths over there. 87 speed, gets caught up in between first and second, but we are able to get the bases juiced with David Ortiz. Now, we have an opportunity to break the game open. If I didn't mess up on the bases, we would have potentially first and third right here, but that was not the case. Obviously, Ronald Acuna is playing right field. We just need to look to put the ball in play, right? Avoid the double play, which we do, but I needed to break the game open, especially playing against a really good opponent who has, undefeated record in ranked seasons. I knew I needed to capitalize there. This opponent is going to be able to respond and score some runs of his own. So while I'm able to put up zeros on defense, I really need to have some good ABs. Wait on some of these off-speed pitches low in the zone. Pick up on some of the tendencies that this pitcher is going to. He seemed to be throwing a very few amount of fastballs. A lot of these were breaking pitches low and in, low and away. I started to sit on that, and of course you have to be able to react to that fastball. Obviously working backwards in the count, you have to kind of change your approach. But here we're able to sit on one with Acuna, rip it to the gap. That's a perfect contact swing as well. If I had pressed X there, I might have popped it up, right? Might have had slightly different timing windows on the swing, but also maybe would have hit a home run if it's a perfect result with a regular X swing. But here is Jorge Posada delivering in the top of the fifth inning with a 2-run shot. It's every game he hits a home run. Every single game it seems like. 1 for 4. In this one, delivering in the 9th inning. This opponent started to make a comeback, scored about 5 unanswered runs, and luckily in the top of the 9th, we clutch up. We get a little bit of run support for our closing pitcher, and that is going to be Babe Ruth. Closing this one off, finishing off a full 9-inning game of ranked seasons. Here we're in the bottom of the 9th. Finally, I made it to the 9th inning. This is just a celebration in itself. I don't care if this opponent comes back and wins with 2 outs, scores 8 runs, whatever the case is. We finished the game, and that opponent was definitely a good player. He's no longer undefeated in ranked seasons, but I have also lost the game legit, and I got shut out personally. But that's going to do it for this video. I'm College Lefty. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.